When Blake Medical Center opened its trauma wing in November of 2011, other hospitals, including Tampa General, then got into a legal battle over the state health department rule that allowed that to happen. But Monday, that case was dropped after a judge ruled in favor of the health department. So now, as SNN's John Woodruff tells us from our newsroom, it would appear Blake will continue to be the go-to trauma center on the Suncoast. John?
Mike, the trauma center at Blake Medical Center has already treated 2,900 patients since it opened and is the only trauma wing between St. Pete and Fort Myers, an important factor when distance and time mean everything.
That's the thing that all the experts say is important, is the amount of time it takes to get that person from the point where they were injured to the point where they're dealing with a trauma surgeon.
Fire Department Assistant Chief Rod Van Orsdale oversees EMS operations in Sarasota County. He says while transporting patients to Tampa has never been a problem, the addition of Blake Medical Center's trauma wing shaves valuable minutes off a helicopter's trip.
Even though they fly 120 miles an hour straight line, they're still flying a shorter distance. So there is a definite difference.
So time is of the essence in patient care, but when it comes to maintaining a first-rate trauma facility, patient volume is the most important factor.
They depend on certain levels of patient volume to make sure that surgeons maintain excellent skills.
Safety Net Hospital Alliance spokesperson Ron Bartlett says the region was already well served by the trauma centers that were in place.
Adding more trauma centers doesn't necessarily equate to enhancing quality of care, patient safety, or physician training.
Only about 30% of patients in our service area actually went to a trauma center when they should have went.
Dr. Brian Kimbrell says a trauma center in Manatee County is expanding the number of patients that receive life-saving care.
We last year saw approximately 1,100 patients. This year we're looking to probably see 1,400 to 1,500. For a level 2 trauma center, that's a good number of patients coming through.
Now, Blake Medical Center says opening a trauma wing raises the level of expertise in the building, something they say all patients can benefit from.
All right, so John, we have a trauma center in Manatee County and one in Tampa. What's the difference? Is one better at one thing than the other?
Well, they do have different areas of expertise. For instance, Tampa General has a burn unit and pediatrics, so a patient would still be transported there rather than Blake, and it all really comes down to what type of injury a patient has.
Well, the hope is you don't have those kind of injuries where you need a trauma center, but it's good to know we have one in our backyard, a good one, in case we do, John. Thank you very much.